The mission statement is one of the tools that management gurus most recommend for organizations. However, if you, like me, are skeptical of most claims in the management literature, you're probably wondering if there is any evidence that mission statements work. Is there empirical evidence that mission statements are anything more than empty words on a wall or a website? The answer is a qualified yes. Keep watching to understand how and under what conditions mission statements and other guiding statements work. Many studies have been conducted to determine if guiding statements affect organizational outcomes. Some studies have asked if mission statements have different outcomes in different types of firms. For instance, in for-profit versus not-for-profit firms, large firms, small firms, tech companies, non-tech companies, innovative firms, non-innovative firms, secular or faith-based organizations, and so on. Other studies investigated whether certain components of a mission statement influence organizational outcomes. For instance, should a mission statement contain the company's purpose, its values, its goals, or its strategy? The evidence on what types of firms a mission statement is right for and what content produces the best results is mixed and complex. However, a model began to emerge in the research of Christopher Bart and colleagues. Dr. Bart is proclaimed to be the premier expert on mission statements in Canada, and indeed has produced some of the best research I found on mission statements. You can find citations to his papers that I referenced for this video in the description. Over and over, researchers have found no direct linkage between the content of a mission statement and an organization's performance. But that doesn't mean that they have no effect. Bart and colleagues found that there are important mediating factors between what's in a mission statement and how well an organization does. Let's work backwards. Bart and colleagues measured the relative financial performance of each firm in their study in terms of the return on sales and the return on assets, two measures that analysts and managers pay the most attention to. What is the single most direct contributor to firm performance? Well, that's simple. It's employee behavior. Employees in each firm were asked to what degree their behavior and the behavior of others in their company was influenced by the mission statement. Employees whose behavior is influenced by the mission statement feel and express commitment to achieving the mission. To be committed to the mission, employees had to be satisfied not just with the content of the mission statement, but also satisfied the mission statement is clear, satisfied with how the mission statement was determined, and satisfied that it is the right mission. In future videos, I'll discuss processes for generating a mission statement that employees will be satisfied with, as well as writing mission statements that are clear and compelling to employees. Bart and colleagues considered two types of content: the ends that an organization would like to achieve, as well as the means by which they plan to achieve them. Employees had to be satisfied with both. Here, however, I depart a little from Bart and colleagues' conceptualization of a mission statement. As I alluded in a previous video, I believe there are multiple valid types of what I will call guiding statements, and that these statements work together in different ways to guide and direct employees. What Bart and his colleagues call a single mission statement, I differentiate into four types of statements. Some types of guiding statements have more to do with the ends and others with the means. In my next video, I'll explain these guiding statements. There is another important mediator between the content of a mission statement and the employee's behavior. It is also very important that an organization's internal systems are aligned with the content, means, and ends of a mission statement to produce the desired behavior by employees. That includes the operating system, the budgeting system, performance evaluation criteria, the system of rewards, recruitment and selection systems, and training and development systems. Aligning organizational systems is a vast subject, and much can be said about it. I will treat the subject of institutionalizing a mission statement after it has been written and validated in a future series of videos. The main takeaway at this point is to make sure that your organizational systems, or team systems or personal systems, are not working against the behaviors you would like to encourage. Lastly, organizations were likely to include the right content in the mission statement if they had the correct rationale for writing and having a mission statement in the first place. To motivate and inspire employees, and to provide a basis for allocating resources. I spoke about this in my previous video, and I will say more about motivation, inspiration, and resource allocation in future videos. Bart and colleagues tested this model by surveying managers and supervisors from some of North America's largest corporations. Each component of the model was a different variable measured by the survey. They then ran the responses through a structural equation analysis and found significant positive correlations in the predicted relationships between components of the model. To summarize, does a mission statement affect an organization's performance? Yes, if the mission statement writers write the mission statement to motivate and inspire employees and to guide resource allocation. The mission statement or other guiding statements address the ends that the organization wishes to achieve and the means by which to achieve them. Employees are satisfied that the means and ends are clear. They're satisfied with how the mission was determined and that the mission is the right mission, such that employees are committed to achieving the mission and engage in the behaviors that will lead to the desired organizational outcomes. And of course, it helps if organizational systems are aligned to encourage and permit the achievement of the organizational goals. In my next video, I'll define and describe the 4 types of guiding statements and how they work together to spell out the means and ends that the organization seeks. Like this video if you found it useful, and subscribe to be notified about future videos. Let me know what you would like to know about mission statements in the comments below. I'm Carl Day, and your mission is my mission.